Good morning. We are starting with image map, image mapping in HTML 5. What is image mapping? Image mapping is mapping a image. Just bring in front of your eyes a map of India. Map of India with different states. Okay. So with different states having different information. When you click on to Maharashtra region of that whole India map, you get the information about Maharashtra. When you click on to the Gujarat section region of the map of India, then you get information of Gujarat. That means you map an image. You break an image into different sections so that at a particular section, when you click, you can open a URL. You can open an URL for the information. Let us have a look at a slide. An image with multiple hyperlinks. Very important. Image with multiple hyperlinks over here. Multiple hyperlink means more than one link can be given to same image. How? With the help of image map. With the help of image map. Image mapping is used to connect links to different regions. We break up an image into different regions. Image is broken into the different regions. To do that, we have certain tags. With the help of tags, we break an image. So image map is used to connect the links to different regions. An image map is created by marking certain regions on an image clickable. That means there is an image. Let's suppose say this is an image. Okay, you break up this image, this part, and this part. There are three parts. One, second, and third. There are three parts. When I click on this region, Yahoo should get open. Yahoo will get open. When I click on this part, Gmail will get open. When I click on this part, some third website will get open. That means image is one. To one image, what do? Is you break an image into different regions, so that at different regions, clickable regions, when you click, different websites or different information you will get. Now these clickable regions are called hotspots. Very important for fill in the blank board exam point of view. These clickable regions, this one region, when I say, is said to be hotspot. Image map are of two types: client side image mapping and server side image mapping. We have client side to study. Image mappings are of two types: client side and server side, but we have only client side image map to study in this syllabus. Is that okay, all of you? Image mapping. What is image mapping? The tags which are used to define the client side image mapping are img tag, map tag, and we have area tag. So these three tags we make a use of. Which three tag? img, map, and area. Now let us see what is img. It is used to insert an image on a web page. We have learned this before. To have an image on a web page, we make a use of img tag. Okay, so to place an image, img. To create a client-side image map, use map. This is an attribute which makes an image as client-side image map. To create a client-side image map, use map attribute of img is used with value which is preceded with a hash symbol. We make a use of use map. Okay, the use map attribute acts as a pointer which indicates that image is a client-side image mapping. We create a map using map and we point this map to image using img map. Using use map. Image is created with img, map is created with map tag, and I link this image with this map using use map. Okay, map has only one attribute, that is name. That is name. There's only one attribute to map tag, name. It specifies the name of an image used for client-side image mapping. We give a name to a map. With the help of that name, I point it with the help of use map for image. The value of the name attribute is the value specified in use map attribute of, see over here, as I explained, the value of the name attribute is the value specified in use map attribute of img tag. So we point or we join map and img together with the help of use map. With the help of use map. Third tag what we use over here is area. Area tag is to be written within map tag. That means in between opening and closing map tag, we specify the area of a map. Okay, see, to a map, I specify an area. Okay, this is an area, or this is one region, this is second region, third region. Area defines specific clickable regions. Area defines what? Specific clickable regions. A given map element can contain multiple area. In map, you can have multiple area element. That means multiple area tags. You can have as many as area tags in map tag. Area is singular tag. That means there is no closing tag to area. Area is a singular tag and map is paired. That means in between the map, there is a map tag. Let us say this is a map tag. Okay. This is a map tag, let us say MAP, and in between there's an area tag, another area tag, another area tag, another, as many as area tags can come in between the map tag. Okay, it defines the specific clickable region. This is one region, this is another region, this is third region, fourth region. As many as regions you can specify, we specify with the help of area tag. And this area tag has to be written where? In between the map tags. Follow all of you? Now, very important, attributes of area tag. Very important, attributes of area tag. href, shape, coordinates, and alt. Href, shape, coordinates, and alt. Let us understand one by one. Href. With href, we specify the URL. We specify what? URL. Means what? When you click on the region, where it should go, which website or which web page should open. Okay, define the URL to which the clickable region when image map navigates. When to a if this was an image and if this was a region, when I click on this area, what should open? I want Yahoo to open. Yahoo. So when I click on this area, this part of an image, Yahoo to open. So what is Yahoo? Where do we specify what to open? We specify here with the href. When this area is clicked, open Yahoo. when this area is clicked, open something else. So that we specify with the help of URL. Next, shape. Okay, there are three shapes: rect, circle and poly. Rect, circle and poly. Depending upon the shape, we give number of coordinates. For rect, the number of coordinates are 4. For circle, number of coordinates are 3. For polygon, number of coordinates are as many as polygonal points. Okay. Description, it can have a value rect, circle and poly. There are three types of shapes. Rect, we write rect. Student, I have noticed you make a mistake in the exam by writing rectangle. It's not rectangle. We write shape equals rect. Shape equals circle and shape equals poly and not polygon. So you have to remember this, three shapes, and depending upon the shape we have coordinates. You see, if rectangle specifies rectangle area with 4 coordinates, rectangle with 4 coordinates. If it was circle, then it requires 3 coordinates. If it is poly, defines a polygon region with coordinates specifying each point. Let's say if it was a rectangle, very important student, pay attention over here. Okay, my drawing may not be perfect, but understand it. If it was a rectangle, then 4 coordinates. Which are 4 coordinates? XY from here and XY, X1, Y1 over here. XY top left and XY bottom right. This is how these 4 coordinates are there. Make a note of this. All of you, XY top left and XY bottom right. How to find XY coordinates? I'll show you. Right now, make a note. XY top left and XY bottom right for rect. Circle. Make a note, all of you. If it was a circle, then center XY, and keeping X or Y common, take another Y coordinate from the border. Keeping X common, that means when I move straight like this, X will be common. If I move straight upwards or downwards, Y will be common. So keeping either X or Y common, move to the border of the circle and take Y1. So X, Y and Y1. That means a radius. You have to calculate the radius of a circle. This will be the 3 coordinates of circle. And polygon, let's say something like this. As many as points. So XY of this point, 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 and XY of this point. Make a note, all of you. So how many coordinates will be for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For this, it will be 12 coordinates. So depending upon each point, this was one point, this was another point to a polygon, another point, and another point. So number of points, those many XY, each point on a polygon. Number of points, those many XY coordinates you have to take. Understood, all of you? For rect, Again I repeat, for rect, top left xy and bottom right xy coordinate. For circle, center xy, and you have to find out the radius by moving your pointer to the border of a circle and take the third coordinate. And polygon, each point xy coordinate you have to take. Now how to find xy coordinate, I'll show you. Okay, pay attention over here, how to find out the xy coordinates. Open your image in Microsoft Paint. Now this is an image which I opened in Microsoft Paint. Okay, I opened into Microsoft Paint. Now talking about a circle. There are three coordinates if you see over here. Okay, you see this part, all of you. I'll mark over here the red part. Just make a, when I move a pointer on an image, you see that red part. See over here, all of you, some numbers are scrolling. When you open an image into Microsoft Paint, when you open an image in a Microsoft Paint, when you move your pointer on an image, you see the xy coordinates of that point. So for this circle, I have taken a center point as 171, 132 is a center point. Okay, and keeping either 171 or 132 common, I move it to over here. Now you see 132 is common if I place it something like this, and 261 I got. Okay, so 261 minus 171, I get my third coordinate. So I have to find out the radius. I have to minus 261, that is x, another x from the previous x. I get a radius. So that is how I find the circle coordinates. Now this rectangle. Now I have used this as a rectangle. This coordinate, if you notice at this area where I have marked, it is 51. See properly exactly I may not get, but it's somewhat similar. 513222. Okay, and over here when I place, it is 62277. Somewhat similar to the number what I have already written over here. So top left and bottom right. Okay, we get the coordinates over here, and here this part, this is a polygon triangle which I have selected. I have used this point as 311177. Okay, then this point as 236428, and this point as 414419. So this is my polygon which I have used in my image. Okay, so this is how we have to find out the coordinates in Microsoft Paint. We find out the coordinates in Microsoft Paint. I go back to slide. Okay, so rectangle, circle and poly. You now came to know how do we find out the coordinates. For rectangle 4 coordinates, circle 3 coordinates, and poly the number of points. Default is third value what we give to the chords. Default is region covers the entire image. Here we don't specify any coordinates. Okay, entire image will be considered as one hyperlink. Okay, which does not have a meaning of image mapping. Okay, now moving to the next slide. Attributes of area tag again, and after your coordinates, href shape coordinates, we have alt attribute. Okay, with the help of the alt attribute, we specify some text. When you place a mouse pointer, on that image, you get some text to read, a readable text. Specifies an extra information about clickable area. It is alternative text to a clickable region. When I place my pointer, I am able to read the content which will be displayed. That is an alternate text. Alternate text. See an example. How do I write the code? Okay, make a note over here. There is an img tag. We specify some image to be displayed. Then very important, use map equals hash and name of a map. Name of a map is imap. Okay, where do we create this? I'll show you. But right now, make a note. img src equals name of an image. Then use map equals hash imap. Hash imap. Very important. Hash imap. Alt. When you place your pointer on that image, this will be displayed. Okay. Then image. After image, we make a use of map tag. You see a map tag opened here, closed here. In between the map, I have three areas. 1, 2, and 3. I have three areas. Okay. And to this, I have href, I have shape, I have chords, and I have alt. These four attributes. With href, I specify a URL. When I click on this region, Google should open. When I click on this area, local web page should open. And when I click on this third area, this web page, hscboard.in, should get open. Okay. Then I have shape. With shape, I give rectangle here. To this shape, I have given circle, and to this shape, I have given poly. Then coordinates. When it is rectangle, I have given 4 coordinates. This 51223. This is top left, and 631276 is bottom right. You see, between all the numbers, there is an comma. Between all the numbers, there is an comma. Here also, please note, between all the numbers, there is an comma. So numbers to be xy coordinates to be separated by comma. Okay. If it is rectangle, I have 4. If it is circle, I have 3. That is center xy, and 98 is my radius. And if it is poly, I have xy, second xy, and third xy. So this is how I specify an area tag. You see the output, something like this. See, I'm clicking on output. Okay. Output is opening, taking a little bit time. Yeah, this is an output. Okay. I'll just magnify. You see, when I click on this area, when I click, place a pointer, then you see an hand. See, all of you see hand. Okay, as soon as I take a pointer out of a circle, it changes to an arrow. So this is not an clickable area. This entire is one image, but this image I have broken into 3 regions. Region 1, then region 2, region 3. When I take a pointer over here, I see hand. When I take pointer outside it, I see an arrow. You see, when I click on this, local page will get open. Okay. Then when I click on this, Google will open. Google page gets open. Over here Google is opening, taking its time. And when I click over here, S.Y.C board website gets opened. Okay. What code I have written for this? Let us see. You see, area, shape equals circle, shape equals poly, and shape equals rectangle. Depending upon the shape, I have those many number of coordinates. Okay, and area tag is written in between the map tag. On the top of the map tag, I have img tag, and what I specify here as a name, I give it as what I specify here as a name, that I give it in a use map. Make a note over here. Map name equals some name that I give over here with the help of a hash. So this is how the code goes. All of you take a screenshot. Very, very important. Take a screenshot of this. That's all about image mapping. Now, inline frame. Students, inline frame. What is inline frame? The iframe element creates an inline frame, a frame within an web browser which shows totally new web page is frame. Frames are used to show another web page within a web page. That, let's say, a.html I open. In a.html, I want a small window of b.html. Okay, so that I can do with the help of inline frame. I make a use of inline frame using iframe element or iframe tag. Using iframe tag, I create inline frame, and in that inline frame, I display another web page. Inline frames are often used in online advertising. Some new information, new page you want to display on your own web page, then we make a use of inline frame. Okay, where the content of iframe is an advertisement from an external party. You want to show some advertisement, something else, then we make a use of iframe. HTML5 allows the incorporation to be seamless. That means no scroll bar, no border, margin, etc. Just a plain frame will be displayed into which some another information can be shown. We do that with the help of iframe. iframe stands for inline frame. Attributes of iframe: src. Okay, using src we specify the URL, which web page to be shown in that iframe. src equal b.html. So b.html will be displayed in this web page. In the current web page, another web page you want to display, we write src equals name of that another web page URL. A height the height of a frame, we specify it into number of pixels. Height of a frame we specify in a number of pixels. Width, again, width also we specify in number of pixels. The width of a frame is specified in number of pixels. And name, we have to give a name to a frame. Name to a frame is given with the help of name attribute. Name equal ABC. I'll show you the output. Okay, code goes output is something like this. You see this part is another HTML, and in this I am showing you ordered list HTML. Okay, that means another web page. An example of inline frame. This is in the yellow part is an inline frame. Okay, into which I am showing some other web page, some another web page code. Let us see the code. You see, iframe src equals and another HTML file name. This is a file name, another name, URL. Height equals 400, width equals 500, name equals some name. Okay, so in my HTML, I am showing you another HTML that we do with the help of iframe. src doc. Okay, here directly we write an HTML code if you don't want another HTML to be displayed, but a small content you want to display, a small just an heading you want to display, then we write directly an HTML code in src doc. You see an output. Example goes something like this. Okay, you see this is a frame in which I am just displaying this heading or some text, some content. How do I do that? Let us see the code for this. I'll show the code for this. Yeah, code is something like this. You see, src doc. I just magnify it. src doc equals, here I write an HTML code. P tag hello world. Okay, and output will be something like this. So it will not display me this src. If both I give src and src doc, it will display me src doc, and this HTML will not be displayed. Make a note of it. This will be asked for true or false. If src and src doc both are given for iframe, which overrides? Okay, src doc overrides src. That means src doc is displayed and src is not displayed. Okay. Example. Okay, iframe src equals xyz dot htm. Height I can specify, width I can specify, name I can specify. This is how it will look like. The code goes. Output is something like this, which I already shown. Take a screenshot of this, all of you. Web hosting. Web hosting. Okay, is again a new topic over here, a theoretically topic. Once you are good with designing a website, once you make your website, how will you make your website available onto the internet? How will you make your website available onto the internet? This is a small topic which we'll cover it in our next class. All the tags we have completed, what tags are specified in advanced web designing, our first chapter, all those we have completed. Now web hosting is a topic. Once you have designed your website, how will you upload, how will you make your website available to other users? Okay, this will complete it in our next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.